All right, folks. I'm Upstate Al of AZB TV, and we're going to watch a match very shortly as we watch Jeremy Sossei warm up. Frankie Hernandez versus Jeremy Sossei in a race to 8. We just watched an exciting match prior to this between Joe Korziak, the local, against the world champion Warren Kampko and Wen Hill. And we'll have that up on YouTube, or we'll put it somewhere. We'll let you know what that match is going to be. What an exciting match that was. Anyway, this is the match at hand. Frankie Hernandez versus Jeremy Sossei. You're watching AZB TV, and this is a co-production alongside NYC Grind, jumping on board with the Predator Pro-Am Tour. We want to keep you up to date with AccuStats, because if you think this is exciting, AccuStats is coming up, and they're going to be bringing us the U.S. Open from Chesapeake, Virginia. And right after that one, they're going to be bringing us the 8-Ball Invitational, where the world champions are coming into town to play in the Simonis Arena at Sandcastle Billiards in Edison, New Jersey. Mr. Ed Ladowie's pool room. That's where the Simonis Arena is. And Mr. Pat Fleming and crew will be bringing you this. This poster you're going to be seeing is going to be spread across social media. It's a great event. If you would like to watch this live, whether it be on the internet or in person on location, go to accustats.com, and the web address is right there, ACCU hyphen, make sure you put the hyphen in between, stats, STATS.com. They get all kind of packages for folks to watch the U.S. Open and the 8-Ball Invitational. And as we go along with this, we got to thank some of the sponsors that are backing Mr. Robles and his lovely wife Gail. Delta 13, every rack on these tables is racked with Delta 13. Ozone Billiards, Ozone Billiard Supplies, Poison Cube by Predator, Gotham City Technologies. That's Ron Mason. He actually is in the final 3 on the amateur side, so he's still in it. You get any kind of problems with your PC, he can remote into your personal PC and help you out and get you up and going. He's also building websites, hosting websites. He's built websites for numerous retailers throughout the metro area and far beyond. Get in touch with GothamCityTechnologies.com, Ron Mason. And Tony Robles and his wife Gail, running many leagues throughout the metro area. And if you're into 8-ball or 9-ball, we call it NAPL for short, but it is the National Amateur Pool League. And their website is right there in front of you, playnapl.com. You're not into 8-ball or 9-ball and you kind of like to get into 10-ball or 14.1 straight pool? Guess what? They're running those events also. So get in touch with playnapl.com. We want to give a big shout out to Simonis Cloth, Aramis Balls for jumping on board and keeping Upstate Al on the road, along with the TAP League, the best amateur league in North America. And, of course, Lacassi Q's. Talking about Lacassi, let's run a quick ad for them because these guys are standing up big time.
Introducing Lucasi Hybrid, a whole new level of performance and technology. A cue with the revolutionary X-Shocks dampening system, eliminating vibration. G5 grip technology for enhanced traction and stability results in maximum cue control. Total sweet spot construction means unmatched power. And the Zero Flex Point ferrule provides dead-on accuracy, giving you the confidence you need in every shot. Lucasi Hybrid, the only cue that matters.
And there you go. If you want to follow Upstate Al and what I'm doing, I'm also on Twitter under Livestream News 1. So that was Lacassi Q's, but you know what? There's a mothership we got to thank. It's called azbilliards.com, the largest pool site for pool and billiards in the world. azbilliards.com. Go over to AZ Billiards. You can browse everything that's on the website. There's forums that are letting you know where the tournaments are, who's live streaming. You can just read them. If you want to post, you can become a member. Guess what? It's free to become a member. So you can sign up at azbilliards.com. Next Wednesday, AZ Billiards, AZBTV, AZ Billiards, and NYC Grind move into Akron, Ohio to bring you this match right here in front of you. Earl Strickland versus John Mora, playing three disciplines of pool, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, October 1st through the 3rd, Banks, 9-ball and 10-ball. And then I'll be heading up to Providence, Rhode Island. I do have a few tournaments in between, and I'll keep you updated with that on the Twitter and, of course, Facebook. Live Stream News Group, the upper right-hand corner. You see the logo, Live Stream News Group. We got close to 7,000 members. We also want to thank the Kings of Vapor, and that's where this event's taking place. The Kings of Vapor have purchased a pool room formerly known as Crown Billiards, now Kings of Billiards. And that's where this exhibition is taking place, $3,000, winner take all. We also would like to give a big shout out to Diana Hoppy, who has donated a couple of DVDs. We gave away one yesterday, and Scott Bannon answered the question to it. So Scott Bannon, New Jersey, goes by the name of Scotty B in the chat, has won that DVD. But if you want to order yours, there you go right there. There's a telephone number right in front of you. This is what it looks like. You can go over to dianahoppy.com, and you can actually see a trailer for the Road Stories. Kind of funny. Go over there and take a look and enjoy Earl as he explains a few things. So we're ready on this side. Jeremy Sossei warming up. Frankie Hernandez just stepping into the arena. So I'm pretty sure we'll get underway shortly. Now Frankie's warming up. So a couple of minutes we'll get right in gear, because there's not much that Frankie doesn't know. All right, JK, good luck. Looks like Joey Korziak's going to match up with Hunter Lombardo as Phil Davis and Warren Campco match up down on the other side of the room. So if this match right here shall end fast, we'll switch over to another table.
Slower. It's gonna fuck me up.
All right, we're getting underway. I'm Upstate Al of AZBTV. And we're going to have Steve Kurtz in the booth, who's starting to complain already. Are you okay now? Can you hear me better?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Too loud?
No, turn it down.
Turn me down?
Yeah.
How do you sound now? Check 1, 2.
A little bit more.
A little bit more?
Yeah.
Gee whiz. What do you got, supersonic hearing? How about now?
That's better.
All right, here we go. Jeremy Sossei set the break. Game 1. Wow, what an exciting match. Look at the 10 ball. It does not count, but we're probably going to see a quick combination if anything lines up. Nothing lines up but the 5-10. Long distance if they want to elect to choose the 5-10. And right now we just started, Steve. It's 0-0. What a match we had prior to this, huh?
Oh, yeah. Never count Joey out, though.
Oh, never, never. I tell you, don't let him get a flashback. If you hear any kind of little noise in the background, we're watching the World Cup of Pool at the same time, and it's Hill, Holland, and England right now. England A and Holland. Hill. We'll keep you updated with that for those of you that cannot watch it. England A and Holland tied at 9 apiece. Hey, you see Jeremy Sossei, one of the young guns that most likely will be playing on the Moscone Cup.
That's right.
How about that? Right here in Long Island. Sun Dappin, keep us up to date, will you? Some people cannot watch it. It's good that you're in there keeping us up to date. We appreciate it. Got workers in the background. Everybody helping out. Love it. All right. I don't know what Jeremy Sossei's discussing here. I guess he called safe.
Actually, it looks like he's coming up to shoot the ball.
Really? You think he's going to play it?
I think he's spinning it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he tried to run the cue ball down table, but it got bumped into the 8. Doesn't look like he left Frankie Wood a shot, but got a possible combination.
He can actually elect to play the 10 ball here. He could bank the 1 and go up to the short rail and then back towards the 10. Thread the needle between that.
The 2 and
4.
5.
Is it the 2 and 5?
Yeah. Tough.
That's a crazy shot, though.
Tough shot.
But it will be a kind of a two-way shot.
Yeah, but you got to call it.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't make it and he's safe,
Right.
Jeremy has the opportunity to say shoot again. So it kind of takes the two-way out of it. Looks like he's playing the combination. 2 ball right into the corner pocket. That's what he tried to do. And Holland up at the table. It's Hill at the World Cup, and it looks like they have a wide open table and should have no problem taking this match out from England. They're pulling it out right from underneath their feet. Got to escape the 5. The 5 just grew about 8 inches in diameter. I wouldn't be surprised if Jeremy Sossei calls the 10 ball here.
How's he going to play the 10, though? Isn't that 5, the 5 ball blocking the 3?
Yeah, if he can kick into it and, and come off. See what he does. He's calling the 3 instead. And it looks like Holland is good. Niels Fine, the Terminator, is probably going to go 2 rails back on top of the 9-ball at the World Cup. And they should win the match. No, he's jacking up and he's digging. This could be missed if he doesn't hit it good. He missed it. Holland has just missed the 8-ball, giving England a chance to come back up at the table. And it looks like it's going to be Darren Appleton to try to save it for England. They can't believe it. They jumped out of their seats like, wow. And anytime you jack up on a ball like that, it's always scary. You know, I'm sorry, guys, I'm taking my eye off the match at hand, but this World Cup is driving me nuts off to my right, and I want to keep you updated on it. Wow.
Wow.
So it wasn't Darren Appleton.
Wow.
It was
He
Carl
bobbled it.
Boys.
He left
But look
him
how he
safe,
left
though.
it. Carl Boys misses the 8-ball, and the cue ball rolls up behind, not directly behind the 9, a couple of feet behind the 9, hiding the 8-ball. Now, we've seen him make a jump shot like this in the Mosconi Cup, but he's just going to kick at it. I wonder if he's going to slow kick.
He can't cook. The 8-ball was frozen to the rail. He would have needed another rail.
Now it's Darren's turn up at the table. The drama, you're right. Frankie Hernandez gets to the 6. Took my eye off of the match at hand. But this is only 2 balls away to see if England is going to go through or Holland's going to go through. Darren Appleton under the gun makes the 8-ball. Perfect shot on a 9 as he fist pumps the audience. Unbelievable. What a turnaround of events this is at the World Cup. There you have it. England A moves on as they defeat Holland in a hill exciting match. Wow. Looks like Frankie Hernandez drew first blood as we were watching the World Cup. Was that the final? Okay. Gotcha. All right. 1-0, Frankie Hernandez, the match at hand. Was the final.
Was it? Wow.
Yeah, they're on top of the table. So England, Darren Appleton, Carl Boys comes through with the World Cup with a win. Wow. The excitement continues. Right here at Mr. Q's in Long Island. I'm upstate Al with AZB TV, and I'm sitting in the booth alongside the legendary Steve Kurtz. Out here in Long Island.
What's up, guys?
There's a lot of safes played on this table, and and I know that sometimes the balls are in bad positions, but this table is not the easiest table to pocket on.
Right.
You really got to fire them in. So sometimes the players select just to play safe, even though they might have a iffy shot, playing the percentages. Congratulations to Darren Appleton and Carl Boys. Yeah, it's one of those matches that goes hill in the Worlds, right? Hill over here, and then all of a sudden Joey K winds up with a tough shot on the 10 to 50 yard line. thinks about cutting it in the side, thinks about cutting it in the corner. Same thing with that World match. That World was hill.
Yep.
Niels jacks up on the 8 instead of following it 2 rails to spin back up on top of the 9, which is, when you start jacking up like that, you know, that ball doesn't have to go in. And sure enough, the 8 didn't go in. They get another shot at it because they play safe. You know, it's just like exciting all the way down to the wire, which is always nice. All right, Frankie Hernandez. Jeremy Sossei.
And you know Niels is going to bring that shot with him home. And he's going to set it up on his own table, and he's going to do it every time.
Well, there's a nice payout, if I'm not mistaken. There's a nice payout for second place. Also, so, you know, I think it was like, what was it, 60,000 for first place?
I'm not sure.
And Darren Appleton and Angie just getting married, had a beautiful wedding. Bought a house, doing renovations. So I guess there's a first, second, and third place prize. All right. Mr. Mika Eminem. And Mr. Ocean. Alvin Ocean. And what's his name?
Is that Huji?
No, that's not Huji, no. And now the champions. They're going to, well, the second place. Appleton jumping on the top of the table. That's like his trademark, man. That's his M.O. You got to love it. The adrenaline's pumping. All righty. Exciting Sunday pool. All right, what do we got here? Let's get into this match. Oh, you can't hear?
Too loud.
Too loud?
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding me. You must have hearing like a mouse. Let's see. Tell me if this is you. Is that you? Is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
Now you can't hear me.
I can't hear it.
How about now? Tell me when. Test 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 do re mi fa sol la ti do.
That's
good.
Yeah.
All right. I don't want to hear no more complaints. All right. Steve Kurtz in the booth. We're having a great
Always
time.
a critic.
Nah, we're having a great time. Beautiful time here. And a lot of people still here watching the big screen, watching the celebration at the World, and Darren giving his speech. You're watching Jeremy Sossei and Frankie Hernandez. If you guys just signed on to the live stream, The match you really want to sweat is the match we're going to upload between Warren Kempko and Joey Koziak. What an exciting match that is. How about the Nina hanging up? Frankie Hernandez is either going to play the combination or the carom. I like the combination because you control the 6. How about this? How about this? Now you might have to play the carom. I don't think the 6 goes. Yeah, you're going to have to play the carom. But what happens to the 6? You don't want to slow roll this cue ball, because then you wind up marrying the cue ball to the 6 where it just double kisses off the rail and just backs the cue out. If you're going to hit this, you're going to have to hit this with a medium stroke. I don't know.
I think he's giving it back.
Gave it back. This is... He's going to let Frankie Hernandez deal with this. Calling safe. Frankie's going to try to put the cue ball behind the 8. Calls the safe. Now, if the ball drops, any one of these balls, it doesn't matter. It wouldn't be considered a safe. I still think it's the opportunity of Jeremy Sossei to give it back to him.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, now I got to pick my volume up. Oh, gee whiz. Johnny Carson himself. How's that? 1, 2. All right. There you have it, the presentation of the World Cup. It was exciting, that's for sure. Sure, Papa Tony is real happy. Darren's dad. Jeremy tried the carom into the 9. That didn't work, but the 6 is not going to be in a position for Frankie unless he wants to bank it. Ducking safe again. Good speed. Out comes the jumper, I would imagine.
No, I think he's got a window right through there.
Does he?
I think so.
Yeah, he does. Should be okay. Right back down table towards the center of the table. Put a 7 into the bottom left-hand corner. In fact, he might play 7, 8 right into the same bottom left-hand corner, depending on the angle he gets here. Hit it with great speed. 7, 8 into the same corner pocket.
Yeah, you played it smart going 2 rails like that, rather than just trying to hold it.
Could either go 1 rail, draw back up 1 rail, or just draw straight up table for the 9. Save the angle to come back down for the 10. And tie this ball game up at 1 apiece. Frankie does lead 1-0. Decides to go 1 rail, 2 rails. Ooh, got kind of close. Got a roll there, that's for sure. Jeremy Sossei letting Scott Murphy break in the match on the opposite side of the table. Okay, we're tied at 1 apiece here, racing 8. All right, what do we got? What do we got?
Well, Frankie took the lead at 2-1.
Okay.
Jeremy got a little tough in a tough situation where he had to play a harder shot for a 9. Ended up hanging up to 9.
Look at the little window he played. Played it well. The problem is the 4 ball's all the way down at the lower part of the monitor where the 9 is. This is going to take some draw. Watch the draw off the rail and the spin on the cue ball to come back. Oh, played the safety. I don't like it. You like it?
That was a smart shot, but
anytime you leave that object ball. Oh, we're not playing 9 ball. We're playing 10 ball.
right.
Okay. Sorry about that. And Jeremy Sossei is. Looks like he hand motioned for Tony to watch the hit. Good hit. Time to get out the pogo stick. We're going airborne. The Frankie Hernandez Air Express coming up. Bottom left-hand corner, he calls it. Close. Safety called by Jeremy Sossei. Did you hear it?
No, I didn't hear him.
Hey, you see? You don't hear him, see? That's why I turned you up. When I turn you up, you can hear him. Watch your eyes, guys. Folks, just joining us, we are at Mr. Q Billiards in Lindenhurst, New York, out on the Silly Island, Long Island.
Silly Island.
Silly Island. When I used to live in City Island, we used to call it Silly Island.
Okay.
So now I can't pick on City Island. Now I'm picking on Long Island.
Okay. Long Island.
Anyway, we're out here in Mr. Q Billiards, Scott Murphy's room. You're watching Jeremy Sossei versus Frankie Hernandez. We have Joe Korziak, who just defeated Warren Kamko, knocking him over to the loser's side. Not out of it, Warren. Joey K is playing Hunter Lombardo as Warren Kamko and Phil Davis are going at it. We got Jerry Tarantola playing the local. I don't know who the gentleman is. And Ron Mason in the hot seat on the amateur side. So Ron Mason awaiting the winner of Jerry Tarantola and that gentleman playing in the back. I don't know his name. You got Scott Murphy off to the side playing Tony Robles. Plenty of pool, rocking and rolling here on Long Island. A lot of boats. Remember to order your Earl Strickland Road Stories 2. Right there is a telephone number. Road Stories 2. We gave a DVD.
So since I wasn't able to tune in yesterday, what was the question anyway?
Oh, you want to know the question. And don't play us like we're yo-yos now. You might have been listening, but you weren't in the chat. We know you get behind the scenes there. The question was, Earl Strickland won this event back-to-back. Now, Earl Strickland was the only person to win this event back-to-back in its 22 years of existence. What was it? And the answer for that was before you
The
spin
Camel
it.
Cup?
Yeah, the camel cup. You see the way he's...
No, I really did not hear.
You didn't?
I was
Oh,
not
okay.
here for the question yesterday.
All
I
right.
was
Well,
working.
the answer to the question is World 9-Ball. The World 9-Ball tournament. Earl Strickland won it back-to-back. The only person to win that World tournament back-to-back in 22 years. And Amanda and Diana Hoppy put that question together and shipped it to me. It's pretty good. Everybody was thinking U.S. Open, the Turning Stone, and this, and it's a pretty good question. And out of all people, Scotty B, comes out with it. Frankie Hernandez is getting a little bit straight on this. We can bump the rail.
Scotty's pretty quick with Wikipedia. Don't let him don't let him fool you that he knew that answer.
In any case, he won it. You could use Google, whatever you wanted. Took a little while, though. A couple of minutes. Anyway, if you go over to DianaHoppy.com, she's put a website together. She said it took a couple of years, and you could sweat the website and actually hit the media tab, and you could watch a trailer to Road Stories 2. Look at Frankie using all the rails. How about 5-rail position on the 9? Beautiful. Don't let Frankie get a flashback either. Years ago, Frankie's working now, and he doesn't play as much ball as he used to. But years ago, one of the top players in New York City. Still might be one of the top, without a doubt. But he was, in my personal opinion, a lot better player years ago. When you start putting... And where's his morals, anyway? You're not supposed to work. You're supposed to play pool.
I hear
Right?
you. I hear you.
But nevertheless, still shooting good. And I'll tell you what, you let him practice every day for a good month or two, maybe 2.5 months. And you can come get some of this Frankie Hernandez. It's very intimidating, especially with this break. Still 3-1 only. Jeremy Sossei, don't count him out. We all know how he can play. Hunter Lombardo and Joey Korziak are tied at 2 apiece. And if the match we have on screen right here should end quick, we'll switch over to that one. If Frankie doesn't have the shot, he's going to draw this cue ball behind that 4-2-7. Actually, maybe he had a shot at the one and he wanted to trying to break it out. What a great shot. Good touch. Joe Koziak just goes up in the match against Hunter Lombardo by a score of 3-2. And Jerry Tarantola just won his match, so he will be in the finals. Won his match by a score of 7-5. On the amateur side, Frankie Hernandez right here playing Jeremy Sossei. This match has been going one-sided so far. Frankie coming out on top with the safeties, and Jeremy failing to make a couple of balls. As we're going to have Mr. Steve Kurtz from the outside of the pool room start interviewing people in a couple of seconds. Well, Steve, welcome aboard. What's going on out there?
Well, they're, all talking about the World Cup.
Right, that's the buzz. Well, just let me fill you in on something. Jerry T just passed by the commentator's booth, and he won his match 7-5, so he's in the finals on the amateur side.
I guess he's playing Ron Mason?
I believe you'll people. Yeah, Ron Mason was in the hot seat, so I guess it's going to be an extended race. I think it's something like if Jerry should get to 7 first, it's an extended race to 9. If Ron should get to 7, it's over.
Ron was actually hoping they get to play their match on one of the diamonds.
Wouldn't be bad, as Frankie just missed on this diamond here to back cut to 7. And whether that 7 goes or not, we'll soon find out. Does the 7 go? Let's
think it
find
goes.
out. Well, I guess it didn't. Playing safe all the way. And what a beautiful shot that is. Frankie calling the bottom left-hand corner.
I say he makes it. And
Well,
gets shaped.
If he comes off the
Natural
top
for
of it, he's
shape.
scratching. He kicked almost. And how about this? Let's start all over with this again.
Is he going to play the carom?
I don't believe so. I don't believe so. You got to call one shot. I like him playing the cue ball behind the 8-9 and bringing the 7 right down to the lower diamond in the middle of the bottom short cushion. It's a touchy shot, but he can do it. Just like that. Might have left a little bit of a look right down there through the eye of the needle between the 8 and 9.
No, I don't think he's got it.
Well, Frankie might be able to get it and spin it between there. But you got to try to play safe. You know, you come off of that side of the 7 ball and try to bring the cue ball back where it is now, behind the 8. Tough. If he can spin it enough. He's going to the air, it looks like. Frankie Hernandez going to the air. I believe that's a Steve Lomax jump cue, by the way. Just confirmed, Scott Murphy defeated Tony Robles in that match. And that was a B-side match. So Tony Robles is eliminated out of the Predator Pro-Am Tour stop right here at Mr. Q Billiards. And Jeremy Sossei eyeballing this shot real well. That's Warren Kempko behind him on the opposite side of the table. What happened with that 7 ball? I took my eye off the screen. Did you see
Yeah,
it?
so did I. I was listening to another conversation.
Okay. I would imagine he kicked it from where the position is right now, and the cue ball drifted
I
past
think,
to
I
the
think
10.
he had jumped it in the cue ball. He was
Jumped
trying to
it.
play the cue ball behind the 10.
Joey Koziak and Hunter Lombardo are tied at 3 apiece. So we might have a chance to watch the end of that match if this one should end sooner.
Bless you, sir.
Thank you. Wow. Ball in hand for Frankie. If he don't get out here, then he's not the Frankie we all know. That's for sure. Frankie Hernandez for the win for that game. It's now 4-1. We're only going to 8, as you can see on the screen. Jeremy Sossei in a bad position right here. You know, this is a winner format break. You know what I mean? Can you give Frankie 3 games on the wire in a winner format? That's tough. Going to 8? Brutal. What do you think about this new chat interface they got here? It's all brand new.
You know, I've checked it out a few times, and I don't know if it's just the device I'm viewing it on, but it seems like there's always a bubble on the right-hand bottom of the chat that I can never get to go away.
No, this is the new one.
Okay.
There is no more bubbles. It's like this now.
Seems a lot cleaner.
Yeah, I guess. Gotta take, get some taking. Yeah, gotta get used to it. Let's put it that way.
Right.
It's tough. And they're still working on it because this gear wasn't here a few days ago. Now they have a gear where you can actually turn on the URLs or turn them off. Why is slow mode on? We don't want the slow mode on. Turn that off. People want to talk. All right. And the URLs, we don't want them on either. Turn those off. Let's see. Error disconnected. I don't know what's going on with this. Oh, I got to refresh. Hold on, guys. It's still going. Yeah, look, see? Chat was screwed up on our end, folks. Sorry about that. We're not ignoring you if you did ask a question or say something. We thought we were in full punch. All right, the slow mode is off. What do we got in the box? Let's check it out. Okay. There we go. See, the people were talking. See, Marty was out there and Eddie the Lock's even in the room. You follow, Mr. Eddie? You follow? You follow? You know, Jeremy Sossei's kind of struggling in this match. Hasn't had much opportunity. What do you do here? I like playing the 3-rail safe. Just jam the 3, leave the cue right there, and let the 3 come down.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You can even tuck them right in that pocket there. Hey, they're taking some photo ops on the opposite side of the room. Let's see if we can get a shot of that. There they go, right there. Oh, there's a light fixture in the way. Anyway, you got Ron Mason all the way to the right, Jerry T, Scott Murphy, Dan Farragona, and the gentleman with the glasses and the hat all the way to the left. I don't know his name. I don't know his name.
Oh, he did the assassin eyebrow.
And Allison Fisher not on premises. So who took that picture? Oh, Mandy. Mandy Wu. We miss Allison. She's back in Wisconsin. Taking a vacation. Well deserved. Been following the pitches. And the post on Facebook. Allison Fisher of NYC Grind.
I'm real surprised the way he played that shot. Seemed more natural the other way.
Eddie the Lock is still out there. Yapala. What's that, Steve?
I'm surprised he played the safe the way he did.
Did he
seemed more natural. The three rail, the three ball and play safe.
Maybe from our point of view was different than his. You know, he might not have the angle. You know, sometimes when that angle is sharp, when you play that, like the three ball,
Right.
it might have come out sharp and went to the side pocket. You duck yourself then, you know.
Right.
So we might not have saw it as well as Jeremy. That's why we got the headsets on. There's a reason for that.
This is true.
Jerry T has to give Ron Mason 3 on 8, but it's a modified race, which means it's either going to be.
I think if Ron gets to 8 first, it's over. Right. If Jerry does, it goes to 10, I believe.
Probably,
8 or
yeah, something
11.
like that, yeah. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Jeremy Sossei with another opportunity up at the table as Frankie Hernandez standing right above him, to not be in his way. Moved out of the chair, sweating the shot. It's no good. Now, if this cue ball's safe, no, it's not safe. But Frankie does have the opportunity to tell him to shoot it again. But I can't see Frankie doing that. Well, he did it. You know, the only reason I didn't suspect that Frankie would do this because you give the guy an opportunity to play you safe.
Yep.
Right? Joe Korziak leading Punta Lombardo by a score of 4-3. Safety called as you heard him. Five just behind the 9 and the cue ball up table. Joey Corsi. He's a trip. Oh, God, come get some here at Mr. Q Billiards on Long Island. Come get some. The door's open. Last pros that were here were Effort and Boosty.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they had a nice smash there between two locals. I believe it went close to Hill Hill. I mean, tough match. All right, now, Jeremy's got to show us now. He's got to get out here. Should have the table figured out by now to speed. Cloth is a little old, rolls a little fast. It's funny, but, he's got to figure it out. He's supposed to get out here. It looks like a drill. 6, 7, and 8 are close to the rails.
Yep.
And the 8's more of a problem than anything.
He's really going to come with a shot here, though. That 3 to the 4, it's a lot of green to travel.
The 3 to the 4, Mr. Steve Kurtz is colorblind. It's the 5 to the 6.
Oh, well, you know what I meant.
He is colorblind, folks, by the way. Yeah, I knew what you meant. But I didn't expect this position. I expect him to draw straight back, towards the side pocket on the right side and have the shot on the 6 and follow that up with a 7. But probably hit it wrong.
Yeah, I mean, jacked up like that, he may have misstruck it a little bit.
But if he makes this bank, he'll be all right. He's playing safe. Don't take Frankie but a couple of seconds to get down and look at the shot, does it? He's like right on it. Look at him. Free stroking. Always has.
Is that 10 wired up?
Hey. I'm sure Jeremy took a look at it a long time ago. And from his point of view, it's not, but he's going to take another look anyway. Can he kick behind the 6 and make the 10? Well, Jeremy Sossei really not happy with his game today. We all know he plays better than this. With Frankie here, you're really taking a shot. You can't go, you can't miss. You got to play your safes when you can play it because they'll punish you. And that's what he's supposed to do. When you get left with shots like this, he's trapped up behind the 9. It's not that easy to get out,
Yep.
Now, the only shot that he actually did in this match anyway, in this game, was the 5 to the 6. Steve, I got to step out for a minute. You got this control? You got the helm here?
Yeah.
All right. I'll step out for a quick sec. Got some updating to do here. I'll leave right after the shot.
Jeremy can actually elect to give this back to him. I don't see it happening, but seems like a pretty easy one-rail kick. Just control the cue ball for that 7 ball that's on the rail. Hits are pretty good. It looks like Jeremy is going to take 1 rack back, making the score 4-2.
Sure.
Wow. I cannot believe that Frankie missed that. Oofa. What was that? Why?
Thank you, Mr. Steve Kurtz. He steps out, and I'll step in. I guess we're still at 4-2, huh? Same game? Wow. Let's go with this game. Get it on the road. Somebody's got to get in stroke. Jeremy Sossei should be out, without a doubt. He's got to. Well, I don't like this. I mean, still a makeable 9-ball, but he's struggling a little bit, and everybody has their off days, that's for sure. Nevertheless, makes it like it had eyes. Jeremy Sossei about to put another beat up. And he does 4-3 in favor of Frankie Hernandez. AccuStats make it happen, folks. Coming up November 6th through the 9th at the Simonis Arena in Sandcastle Billiards in Edison, New Jersey. They got packages where if you want to watch it live online or if you want to watch it live in person at the arena, check them out, AccuStats.com. Just like you see it up there in the blue banner, ACCU with the hyphen, STATS.com. Four to 3 in favor of Frank Hernandez. Seems like Jeremy Sossei picked the speed up a little bit, but still dry break. Wide open shot on the one. Two ball right there by the 9. Frankie playing to the opposite side of it. Perfect shot. Frankie Hernandez letting his stroke out right now. How'd he hit it? I like the tempo that Frankie's playing with. I hear the audience in the background. They're all rooting for a run out here. They want to see this match go. Frankie firing right at us here with the 9 ball. Jeremy said that's good. And extends his lead now 5-3 as Jeremy Sossei lets to take a break. We're going to switch over to the other table. Hunter Lombardo and JK, Joey Korziak. And the score over at this table is 44. And this is Mr. Hunter Lombardo up at the table. I got dice. All right, Frankie set the break here, so we're going to get back to the streaming table that we're on right now. It's 5-3 in favor of Frank Hernandez over Jeremy Sossei. Seven ball found the side pocket. The one ball dressed up, ready to go out in the upper right-hand corner. The two ball is gone, so he's going to have to. Or is that the two ball in this? Two balls in the center of the table right there next to the side pocket. Sorry. And this looks like it's going to be a run out right here. Frankie keeps up the tempo that he's been using. Once he gets his pattern down packed, this looks like a Cosmo. Watch that 5. Looks like he just played it just enough speed to play the two ball into the side pocket. Thread the needle between the 3-10. Perfect shot on the 3. 4 ball way up table above the 5, the opposite side of the table. Got a stretch on that shot in all fairness, but he does have a shot on the 4. Maybe he doesn't have the shot. He's going to the jump cue. Then goes back and elects to change up. Oh, I got the camera on this table. Let's see if we can get a shot from this side of the angle here. Well, he thought he had the shot. He missed the 4 ball. Jeremy Sossei has an opportunity here to get out just when you thought it was going to be a run out. Score is still 5-3 in Jeremy's opportunity. Speed was off. Now he's going to have to play it into the side pocket to hold position for the 6. I don't think he's going to back cut this 5 in and go around the table. Nice shot. All right, 5-4. Still 4 apiece between Joe Korsiak and Hunter Lombardo. There's so many people around here. Jeff Conway, come over here and sit down. We're gonna throw Jeff Conway in the booth with a set of earphones on because he likes to hear himself talk. We'll keep him muted. The dark glasses.
Dark
there
glasses.
You go.
Are
Welcome
on, guys.
aboard, sir. Jeremy Sossei not really shooting his top game right now.
Really?
Not shooting his top game. He's kind of struggling right here. He's got to start letting that arm go a little bit.
Playing Frankie, right?
Playing Frankie Hernandez, 5-4. Frankie. I mean, Frankie's allowed to beat anybody when he's right, you know.
Yeah.
But
Well, Jeremy wants to do well because of the upcoming Moscone Cup.
right, yeah.
You know, any good result is good. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
He's being watched, and he's one of eight people selected for the Moscone, and at the moment he's probably riding in that top 5 there.
Right.
But you know, the better results he can get, he's being watched. So.
Yeah, and he's trying. He's definitely trying, but he's struggling, you know, with the speed of the table.
Yeah.
And, you know, you can't make any kind of mistakes no matter who you're playing. But yet, when you're playing Frankie Hernandez or somebody that caliber in the Open Pro.
Oh, we got 5-4 here, so that's,
yeah.
Better get his act together.
Absolutely.
So what have you been up to?
Running around. Running all around the place.
You working every weekend on this gig, or almost?
You know, Jeff, it's a give and take. I try to do as much as I can.
Are you putting food in your mouth?
Yeah. They're feeding me those little Munchkin donuts from Dunkin' Donuts, the little round things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my survival kit.
Oh.
Yeah. No, actually, you know, it's fun, you know, going around and seeing everybody. Going up to Ohio for the Earl Strickland and John Mora match, you know.
Oh, well, that'd be good.
Yeah, 3 disciplines. They're playing banks, 9-ball and 10-ball.
Yeah.
So,
Bell's running well at the moment.
What have you been up to? You've been off the circuit. We don't see you too
No,
often.
I've been in the the pool protection program, and
That's my program, the witness
well,
protection
that's where
program.
I'm at the moment. I'm
right.
still there. I'm still doing stuff with players and stuff, but I'm just not out there at tournaments so much as I used to be. That's all.
Right. You doing anything with any kind of players right now?
Yeah.
What do you got
I've
going
always got things going on.
Well, you want to fill us in, or is it a secret?
No, it's my secret life.
Oh, okay. All right. We can keep it that way.
I got Busty in the US Open. That's.
Oh, okay.
And one other, which I will not mention.
All right.
I've got 2 guys in the US Open. Let's hope that really happens this year and everything works out good, because Barry's daughter's not with him this year, and she's sort of backed off the gig. So
Brady's back in the picture, right?
I don't know. I don't think Brady was ever in the picture. So.
What a beautiful jump shot by Mr. Sossei right there. So AccuStats is going to be streaming the U.S. Open once again.
That's probably the one good thing about it, that no matter how the off the main table games and whether there's enough players or whatever the gig is, there's always enough good games going that AccuStats always shows good quality stuff. So
absolutely.
Except on that particular event, the first few days, you with the seedings and stuff, you need like a couple of days to get the good guys playing each other.
Well, that happens in every tournament, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, this tournament's going to be a little different, I think, this year. You know, they originally had it $1,000 and then lowered it to $750 because they're not filling the field.
Yeah, I think he's shooting himself in the foot a little bit by doing that, because the players that used to come for 500, and there was 170 of them that knew they couldn't win. We're just about happy with paying 500, but over 500 it's not a good deal for them.
Well, a lot of
And
those players.
He's lost all those players, you know. So
Well, a lot of those players that went for the 500 knew they had no chance. They, if you paid daily to get in there and watch the U.S.
yeah, but they
Open.
got the main thing. Main thing was there, Al, that they got a press pass for
Right.
the week.
That's
so
what it was all
if they're
about.
really keen guys and they want to watch anyway, because they're very
Right.
keen.
Right.
They know that they might play two good guys. They might get a lucky break and play 3 games,
Yeah.
and they're getting a press pass. You know,
Well,
so
that's what
not
it was
press
all
pass.
about.
Sorry, not press
It's the
pass. A
to get in.
ticket pass.
Yeah, that's what it was all about. Now,
But
since the price goes up, you're going to lose those.
$750 to a guy who knows he's lucky if he can come 60th.
Plus the hotels, plus the expenses to travel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
It adds up. And I'm talking about adding up. Looks like Frankie's going to start adding up over here. And he's about to put another beat up on his side.
playing as fast as ever, I see.
Yeah. It's been kind of a deliberate, slow game, sort of say, because, both players playing safes. Frankie Hernandez goes up 6-4.
Yeah,
got
this
into the
is
safety
race to 8, so
Race to 8, yeah.
can't really afford to lose another one.
Right, exactly. You don't want to see your opponent go up on the hill.
Although in the World Cup of Pool that was on not that long ago, an hour ago, when Darren Appleton and Carl Boys won it,
Yeah.
they were down 6-3 at one point, and they were down
It was an
sort
exciting-
of 8-6.
Exciting finish.
And then it was 9-7 at one point, which is, they're on the hill,
Yeah.
and they lost 9-10-9.
Yeah.
So that's I'm
Came
sure
all the way down to the last ball.
Darren will be celebrating tonight, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. He's
He
celebrating.
doesn't party as much as he used to, but I guarantee tonight he'll be having a.
Well, he was jumping all over the table. He was
Well,
excited, and I don't
loves-
blame him.
He loves ruining those new tables, but they're going to have the cloth ripped off anyway because there was diamond tables, I believe, so they're probably
Yeah.
staying on.
Yeah, it was diamond table.
So-
But that's his MO. That's
Well,
the way
you
he
sell
likes
them
to
for
do.
extra money. He's got his footprints on,
Yeah, that's right. But we congratulate them, England. For
Well, it's
taking
good for matchroom sports. I mean,
Now, where are you from? Are you from England A or England B?
England.
No, are you from England A or England B? They had an England A and England B. What was that all about?
Well, that's 1 and 2. That's all that meant. So that was.
You're
you
from,
got your best.
you're from the one at one.
You got your best pair and then your next best pair. So I guess I'm AZ.
He's not going to answer.
England Z.
He's from England.
I mean, from England. Yeah, they deported me back in '87, and I haven't been back since.
Playing the one here.
And of course, England B got trounced 7-zip to get knocked out the tournament. I can't remember who by, but that was a shocker, really. Chris Melling was, saying it was the table and everything but Chris Melling.
I enjoyed Chris Melling in the commentator's booth, by the way. It was pretty good.
I started him off over here in that, actually. That must have been, oh my God, I can't remember how many years ago. 2009, the first time he was over for the US Open. I think it was 2000, maybe 2008. And I had him in the booth with me with Akistats. And that was...
Really?
Yeah. And I was
Cool.
very impressed with his snooker background. Because the kids...
Oh, what a straight shooter.
He's
Unbelievable.
and
you can't
he's
slow him down.
He's broken run like 47 147s, which is...
Wow,
know,
Frankie
that-
followed that cue ball, fell right into the side pocket. Wow.
I hear a little cursing.
That's coming from the adjacent table.
Oh, it was Joey, yeah.
JK played a shot. It just didn't work out for him. We heard some swear words. We're sorry about that, folks. We apologize. But that's some of the room atmosphere going on right now.
Where are we down to in the tournament, Al? In terms of how
down
far
to
they
the
got to go?
finals in the amateur division, down to the finals, and in the pro and open division. I don't know. We got to look at the chart.
Can't be many more matches though, right? Because it's getting on late in the afternoon.
Right. Yeah. It's not many more. JK very unhappy with himself. I don't know what happened over there. We don't.
Well, that was a big feat there when he knocked Warren out. And Warren,
Wow.
I just had dinner with Warren, and he said that he had him. I think he had him like 6-3 or something, 5-3
that
or
was
6-3.
definitely the match of
And
the
he said
Pro Open.
I sort of let it go, and all of a sudden, next thing I knew, I was on the loser's side. So,
Yeah.
but don't count him out. I mean, he's
Well, just if JK is right, like he used to be, and get a flashback, he can run right through anybody on the table too. You know, he hasn't been shooting.
I backed him when he first, back in 2003, and started. I put him on the road to success, and then he sort of petered out a little bit.
Well, his first US Open was in 1997. He came in 13th through 16th, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
In 1997. And
he was sitting all forlorn in his, what was ABC Billiards, sitting behind a counter, and I said, "What's up, Joey?" He goes, "I can't get anywhere. I think I'm a good player." And so I said, "I'll tell you what I'll do." I said, "I'll contact a couple of newspapers in New York." I've never done this before. I was just like winging it.
Yeah.
And I said, "I'll contact the sports department and I'll see if I can't get a couple of pages on you, give you a bit of publicity." And it worked out. 2 weeks later, Newsday and one of the papers on the island come out with a full page on Joey Kay and his career.
Right.
And I put him in I can't remember where the tournament was. I think it might have been in Maine. And I put him in the tournament on the Joss Tour, and he won that tournament the following week. So it was pretty cool.
Wow, nice.
I remember him phoning me late in the evening and said, Jeff, I just won." That was his first win on the Joss Tour.
Right. Well, Jeremy Sossei puts one up. We're now at 6-5. I'm upstate out with AZB TV, and we got Mr. Legendary himself, Jeff Conway, in the booth. Well, I was talking to Joe. You know, Joey's staying at I let him stay in the hotel room that I have down here instead of him traveling back and forth. And he's telling me when he was 13, he won his first tournament that he remembers.
Do you want me to tell you the outcome of that?
It was a super tournament.
He nearly got arrested the next day. He went to school with $5,000 in his pocket.
Yeah, that's right.
And he flashed it around the classroom, and the headmaster called the police, and they wanted to know where the hell he got the money from.
That's exactly what he told me he won.
Yeah,
Close to $5 grand.
Yeah, there you go.
Or above. And he said he won a trophy that was just about bigger than he was at the time.
And another funny story about him. We're supposed to be watching this match, I know.
We are. 6-5, we know.
He used to. His parents. His parents didn't sort of throw him out. They said, you know, Joey Apple's a friend of mine who runs a lot of tournaments on the island.
Allison Fisher, we cannot find out the. What do you mean? You want to find out the update as far as a score? Jerry T and Ron Mason are in the final match, and we can't see the. Maybe we can see. Let's see. Hold on a second.
Ask your buddy.
It looks like Jerry T has 3 and Ron Mason has 5. I think Ron has to go to 8, and if Jerry gets to 8, they got to go to 10. So right now, 5-3, Ron Mason, right? Yeah, but keep in mind, Ron Mason got 3 on the wire, so right now it's 5-3. By the way, hi, Allison. Hope you're having a great time back at home.
I saw, this is Allison Fisher with an S, right?
Allison Fisher with
an S.
Yes.
If you're listening, sweetheart, I saw a picture of you on Facebook yesterday. You look gorgeous.
She looked like she was partying good, right?
Yeah, she looked good there. So this guy Joey Apples says to Joey's father, "Look, you know, I live in Deer Park. Why don't you let me? He'll live with me. I'll look after him." So his father says, "Okay." So he said, "Yeah, you got to make sure he goes to school." So he's like 14. Got to make sure he goes to school. So he goes, "No, don't worry about it." He said, "I'll get up in the morning." And what he used to do, the guy used to go out in the morning at 6, wake Joey up, give him his breakfast, pack Joey's lunch for school and everything. He'd go off to work. Joey would go back to bed till about 12 and then go down the pool room. That's how he got so good at pool.
You know what it was? He said it was the taste of winning that first tournament.
Yeah, he was good young, you know. When he was
put him on that road.
Archer loves his stroke.
And he said he was a great tennis player. He said he could have been a good tennis player, but
well,
since he got a taste of the prize money from that tournament, he geared that way towards pool.
Mm-hmm. The only trouble is if you're his manager, you spend 3 weeks with him and you're stuttering. You know what I mean? That's the problem.
He's beautiful. He is beautiful. Is that what happened to me? I stuttered a few times this morning.
You don't talk to him.
We love Joey K.
Johnny Archer told me years and years ago, "I wish I had that kid's stroke," he told me.
Yeah, that's what I was telling everybody out there. You know, there was a few people out there that didn't know Joey K, and they said he's got no shot.
And he picked it up from the likes of the man to my right, Mr. Robles.
Yeah, he hung out with all of them.
Robles and Frankie Hernandez, all these guys when they were in their prime.
Yeah.
And he watched and learned, that's what he did. And he got drilled, but that's what you do. It's your punishment. That's how you learn.
We wish you were here too, Allison. Absolutely. Miss all that photography. They just did the photo op, for the runner-ups with Tony and Scott. Mandy shot it with her.
Frankie's still
iPhone.
staying ahead by 1 here, I see, 6-5.
He missed the 8 ball down the rail.
Yeah.
It was one of those shots that was kind of hard. And when you're shooting it straight down the rail like that, you pick up the point of that side pocket. And nothing you could do about it. Sossei getting
Jeremy's at the table here. He looks like he's just taking a little.
Studying this shot really hard.
Not the quickest of players, Jeremy. He's improved lately. Plays a little faster than he did, but never lets that stick go till he's sure what he's doing. And I don't blame him. Time to worry about it when they put the clock on you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Don't.
Well, there's not many times where they have to put the clock on him. Years ago, when he was up and coming and learning and trying to, absorb everything, yeah. But right now,
well, that sort of gets in the head of the other players as well, which is actually, without him even doing it for that reason, comes out with a little bit of an advantage because they're already sitting there miffed.
Right.
Mad as hell. Well, he's taking a long while over this.
Well, it's crucial
shot.
shot.
Cut the 8 in the side, maybe.
If you miss the ball, your opponent has a shot to go on the hill. One of these shots you really don't want to miss right here, or any shot. How's the speed of the rock? It has to get up there.
Don't get me on a 10. Well, that worked out nice. Now you got yourself a leveled match here, guys. It's 6-6.
Frankie says that's good enough. Like Jeff said, nodded at 6.
Jeremy will be down at the US Open. I was talking to him today.
We didn't see you up at the Turning Stone, by the way.
No, you know what? I had rooms booked and everything, and I just, I'm trying to use my weekends a little different than I used to. That's all I'll say. I'm still involved. I still put players in it. I still do stuff with Appleton. I still do stuff with Alison Fisher. I do stuff with all these players, but I do it from home now almost. I don't need to be out so much going to all these tournaments. I found that.
Do you feel like you're getting burnt out? Or
no, I think it's picking the right people. If you pick people that are honest enough, that's not to say that my previous people were not honest, but just if you don't need to be there to guide them all the time. If you pick, I don't even back him, but someone like a Warren.
You got to taste the blood. You're going to the U.S. Open.
Yeah, I'll go down there.
Yeah.
Well, I like Virginia.
I don't blame you. If I get a chance, I'm going to head down that way. But
actually, I do like the spring-like weather down there. It's beautiful because you go down in October. As long as
the hurricanes are not blowing through, we're all right.
If you get a good week, you can be walking around in shirt sleeves all the week. It's pretty cool.
Yes, you can.
As opposed to a Valley Forge, I remember many moons ago driving down. It took me 7 hours in snow.
Wow.
And the whole week you had to dig. If you needed to use your car, you had to dig it out in the frozen snow. Do you remember that? I mean, it was like
I never got trapped in the snow down there.
Oh my God! It was so many years ago, I can't remember. That was way back.
But I would have looked for some indoor parking somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, 66. We're at Mr. Q Billiards here in Lindenhurst, New York. I'm upstate Al. I'm sitting in the booth alongside Mr. Jeff Conway himself. Ooh, Frankie fails to hit the one ball in hand for Jeremy Sossei. The only thing is that 8-10 on the right-hand rail. It seems like it could be an issue.
Maybe that's a good sign. Maybe 8-10 is going to be the score.
Well, we're only racing 8.
Oh, well, that's no good, is it?
But we could always change it up
We'll
if you
find
want.
another pair of balls.
All right.
And we're at Mr. Q Billiards in Lindenhurst.
Yes, we are.
Scott does a lot for this
He's
to help this tour.
Yeah.
I mean,
Been putting a lot
he's got
in.
another one coming up soon as well, I believe.
Yeah, he's got some in December. He's got a Christmas thing going on. In fact, Tony will be here too. Tony Robles. It's like the Predator Christmas.
There's a man
Classic.
whose game's improved a lot as well, Scott. Scott Murphy, who owns Q, Mr. Q.
Yeah, to knock Tony out. Got to watch the 9. Got right around it. Good shot. Now here, I think is the opportunity with the angle that he's got to bump the 8, and you're still going to have a shot on the 6. So take that opportunity and bump this 8 out. What do you think?
Yeah, the only throw with bumping a shot, yeah, you got to do it. You literally got to do it if you want to get on the shot later. But you're never quite sure how it's going to turn out. That's the problem. You know where you want to hit it, but you don't always hit it perfect.
He's either going to bump the 8 or the 10. He's got to be careful you don't get trapped up behind the 10. There you go. Bumped them both. How about that?
Good. That's good.
I should have guessed both of them.
Yeah, that was a good call. Good call.
One rail back across table for the 8 ball in the upper right-hand corner. Unless he wants to go above the 8. I like going below it so you don't flirt with that side pocket. And you don't have to draw back.
He'd like to win this one and get one ahead. I think if he gets one ahead, he might get in Frankie's head a little bit here.
Oh, he's on the hill too. See, I don't like shooting it this way.
See, that worked out nice, that splitting those balls up.
Well, he doesn't really have to draw back much. He can accept the shot from where it is or just draw back a little bit. Sometimes when you got a power draw,
You don't want to draw it too much, you'll end up on the cushion.
No, yeah, you bobble the ball that you're firing at sometimes. You know, it doesn't
You
go
look
right
around,
in.
it's bobbled in the pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he
Hit it
got
good.
well back there. As long as he got an angle, yeah, he's good.
And it looks like for the very first time in this match, Jeremy Sossei is going to go in the lead here.
And looks very comfortable as well. He's not rushing. He should change his name from Sossei to Shana, because we know you can never rush a Shana. Don't scratch.
How about perfect?
Pretty good, right?
Yes, I would say so. All right, Jeremy
Yeah,
Sossei.
7-6. Now he's in the. Is this a lead for the first time, right? I
First
came in
time in
late
the
here,
match.
but he was. That's it, right?
First time in the match.
Oh, just getting back to a funny story about Joey Kay. Many, many, many years ago, God knows how long ago, 2004 probably, he was playing in Vegas, and a friend of mine who frequents what was then Masters Billiards
Yes,
phoned me and said, I've got some bad news for you, Jeff. I said, what's that?
I'm sorry,
I
Jeff,
said,
go ahead.
so he said, what's that? I said, what's the bad news? He goes, Joey's playing Corey and he's 10-5 down.
Oh,
I
okay.
said,
that was
oh.
a Big Apple Classic or something
I said,
like that.
oh my, no, this was in Vegas. It was in Vegas.
I
A
thought you were
friend of
talking about
mine-
Master Billiards. Okay.
No, the guy who phoned me used to play in Master Billiards, so he
Oh,
used to,
okay.
like, phone me. I don't know what he was doing down there, and he phoned me up.
Those your glasses, Jeff?
That's a friend of mine getting my real glasses,
Oh, okay.
changing from my dark ones. Oh my God, Al, you're so good looking.
Take it easy now. Put the dark ones on. I'm not that good looking. Jeremy Sossei breaks. He's on the hill, and now look at the break. And the cue ball finds its way into the hole. Frankie Hernandez to the table with ball in hand. We could go hill here.
Anyway, 3/4 of an hour later, the guy phones me back and says, Joey just beat him 11-10. 10-5 down.
Wow.
Alternate break.
Off in the break. That's tough to do.
I couldn't believe it. There you go.
How about this? Ball in hand. Finally, Jeremy Sossei breaks the way he usually does. Makes the ball a 2 and the cue ball. Frankie with a chance to go hill-hill. We're going to crank the volume up in our earphones. You guys are not going to hear us, but Jeff and I are going to be able to hear each other a little bit better. Ooh, I don't like this ball in hand and setting it up like this. I guess he has no other choice.
I think he's going to play that then in this. Is that the 2 ball up by the top pocket?
Yes. No, 2 balls firing at. Oh, now he caused problems with the 5-10.
Well, yeah. Well, he's made a combo there, so could be good, could be bad.
Might have to play that combo. Get on the lower side of this 4 ball to spin the rock and come out 2 rails to play the combination if he has to. You know, Frankie don't really like playing combinations. Never a combination player. He likes playing run-out pool.
Yeah, he's an aggressive player always.
Yeah.
Frankie, I always think that if you imagine someone when they're practicing and they're banging balls around and hitting them at 90 miles an hour, when he starts playing the game,
playing the 10, Jeff.
Yeah, he plays exactly the same. Well, yeah, he could play him safe as well. He could lock it behind the 10 if he wanted, but no, he's going to go for the. He's not sure what he's doing here. The reason for that is he knows that if he screws up,
going to get punished.
Yeah, going to be 8-6. He's calling it.
Playing a 5, cue ball off the 10. For a shot on the 6.
Try and keep it off the 10. I don't think he'll want to.
Ooh, he played it clean. Watch
this.
Don't get trapped up behind this.
That's what he did.
Wow, what a bad roll that is right there.
So as it happens, he would have been better off hitting the 10 probably.
Great shot on the 5 and get trapped up like this. That's bad roll.
Well, and it's not so easy to go downtown and come back up and kick it in because he's got the 8 ball there. No, he's got the 8 ball there.
It's easy to say from here. We got the earphones on.
No,
we don't have the cue stick.
No, I'm saying if he wants to make a full length, kick at it. The 8's in the way, I think. So he may have to come off the side cushion. No, what's he doing here? Yeah, see the 8's coming into play. It's making it real. He's going to have to straighten it out with some English.
Well, he's got to come in with 2 rails. You don't want to hit the inside of the 6. You hit the inside of the 6, it's disaster. Well, he hit the inside and he came out already.
Big bounce is going to help Jeremy here. That's sort of almost 50-yard line now.
Well, one thing about this match that we're watching is the loser's not going to be eliminated. The loser just moves over to the B side of the chart.
They're not thinking of that right this moment, of course. What's he going to do here?
He's going to play in the bottom left-hand corner, most likely.
I think so.
That's where he holds the cue ball there for the 8.
Yeah. Stop the cue ball so he's still on the 8. He doesn't like this shot.
Update on the amateur event, the amateur finals between Jerry T and Ron Mason. The score is now 6-5 in favor of Ron Mason. Got to hold the cue ball.
That's a pretty shot there. That was
touchy.
Little show of character right there, because when they're very closely approximated to the other, the object ball,
right,
and then not so easy getting the angle right.
Watch
Careful.
the rock.
No, he's okay.
Yeah, but he needs the angle. He don't want to be too straight.
No, he's got a little angle.
That's all he needs. Spin out.
To get on the hill.
To get on the hill to win the match.
Oh, this is to win the match?
Yeah, he's got that. Wow.
Oh, race to 8. Right.
That break that you just heard was Jerry Tarantola of NYC grind crashing the rack. Oh my God, like an explosion. Did you hear that, Jeff?
I saw him put his stick down, so did he make the 9 ball?
I
Or
guess he
did
didn't make anything because the 9 ball don't count on the break in any target. This could be Jeremy Sossei for the win here.
On the winner's side.
There you have it. Jeremy Sossei defeats Frankie Hernandez. You know, Frankie's not out of the tournament. He just moves over to the B side.
Right.
So we're going to see the likes of Frankie Hernandez, trust me. Ron Mason, 7-5 in the amateur division.
What's that a race to on the amateur?
If Ron gets to 8, or no, if Ron gets to 8, it's over. If Jerry gets there, I think it's a race to 10.
Oh, okay.
Extended race. But this one right here is 8-6. I'm Upstate Owl of AZB TV, and I was sitting in the booth alongside Jeff Conway. We're going to be right back with another match, but in the interim, I'm going to switch it over to the Hunter Lombardo match. So give me a second, right?